Hi everyone, and welcome to Stagemasters Live. My name is Francois Spannenburg, and today I'm shooting this video from Brazil. It's really hot here, like 32 degrees, real feel is 38, and the little noise that you hear up above me is the fan, because without this I just can't breathe. So, based on that, today I'm making a video which is a request. It's a request from a musician from the UK, Warren. He asked me some weeks, maybe even a bit more than just a few weeks ago, to make a video about work ethic. And I thought, okay, now that's the proper timing for me to do that. So I decided to make it as two videos. There's going to be this one, which is going to be about work ethic within the band. And the second video is going to be about the work ethic with the audience. So to start with the work ethic with the band, it's about the way a band should cooperate in terms of doing things together. So to make it simple, if you have to learn some songs, new songs for the repertoire, don't do it on your own time really, but like do it on the time that is given to you. If they say, okay, I need those 6 songs, I need all of you to know those 6 songs in 4 weeks, learn them. Make sure that in 4 weeks you have them ready, and so that you can start working with them for arrangements, fine-tuning, dynamics, climax, whatever. But have them ready, be prepared. Because if you're like waiting for the last moment, trying things, and you arrive at the rehearsal and you're not ready because you're not sure about yourself, you waste your time, but mostly the time of your bandmates. And if you're working on schedules, or if you're working, for example, like you have a gig and the songs is ready to be ready and absolutely totally mastered for that gig, if you're not ready, you're gonna give a lot of stress to all the other bandmates, and it's gonna be stress for you. It's well, you have nothing to gain out of that. So basically, not only learn the songs, but learn them properly. Because sometimes I've seen situations where a musician is going to learn the song, but just like roughly, and when it's time to go to the rehearsal, it's like actually the person has not worked on it at all, and the thing has to be redone entirely, and it's a huge waste of time. So just make sure that you learned it properly. You know your part inside out. You can play it without thinking about it. If you think when you're in a band, if you think that you don't have enough time for the 4 weeks, say it to the band leader. Say it so that you can make sure that okay, they can take the proper initiative. I don't know what are the possible situations and what are the possible alternatives, but communicate. Just let them know so that they can take whatever decisions they want to take. So that's part of work ethic, to make sure that you respect whatever is requested from you, from your bandmates. Another thing that is important is about showing up on time. I have talked about it on one of my first videos. And I think that, well, it's okay to be late once in a while, and it depends also what type of venue, but let's say that you better make sure that you're on time to ensure, for example, a proper sound check, etc. And again, if we talk about the perspective of work ethic, it's to show respect also to your bandmates and to the owner of the venue. Some gigs, they are going to ask you to be there a certain amount of time in advance for a specific purpose. They want you to do a proper sound check, and there's a timing for that. Just be there on time. That's it. It doesn't cost you anything to be on time. Just be there so that you can do the thing properly. Take it seriously, because you can say, yes, just sound check, I don't care, I'll do my sound myself. It's never going to be the same. A proper sound check, if it's done with people capable, is going to make your show 100 times better than it would be without, because you're going to have like this kind of a sound that you can lean on and you can really rely on. It's going to make you feel great to play. I know when I have a great sound, I'm going to play a lot better than if I just have like a teeny tiny shit sound, because basically I'm going to be more like on my secure zone. I'm not going to take any risk, but I'm not going to do anything smashing either. When I have something good, I'll take risks, I'll go for more experimental stuff. It's going to be more fun for me, for my bandmates, and for the audience. So it's a win-win situation. So show up on times at gigs. You won't stress anyone. You will avoid the guy of the venue to just be mad at you or stressed out because the show is not going to work, is not going to start on time. Or it is stress. Why having stress before playing? Just avoid it. Just be on time. It's just as simple as that. Same for rehearsals. Except if you have your own rehearsal room and that you can arrive at any time you want, it's still not nice to be late for the other mates. But if it's a place that you rent out, you pay money for this, and the owner of the place that you're renting it from doesn't care whether you arrive on time or not. You're gonna have to pay. So that's really not nice towards your band's mates at all, because they can really get upset at you, and it's understandable when money is involved, even more than any other times. And the last point for work ethic with the band is a bit tricky, because some people will agree with me and some will absolutely disagree with me, which is fine. But in my opinion, and I talk really from my perspective, because I've been working with very different bands, very different setups, like small bands, big bands. I'll say big bands, like 8 band members, and they all have a common point. And this common point is that democracy does not work. Mostly, let me reframe that, because if you're just a band that is playing like on a Saturday night to the local pub, and you know the bartender, the people, etc. Yeah, you don't really care, because you just play your songs here and there. There's no you don't have, if you just do that for fun and you don't have any perspective to become professional or something like that, it does not matter. But for the people who are actually really into making a career with a band, democracy does not work. Why? Because if you try to please everyone in a band, every single time you will find at least one or more band members who will not want the same than you, and they will disagree. I remember I was playing with a band, and half of the band was absolutely keen on touring and going everywhere. Yeah, let's go on tour and be on the road the whole time. And two were absolutely like, no, I don't want to go on tour, it's too tiring. Yeah, again, democracy doesn't work. If you try to please everyone, you're going to find yourself in conflicts that you can't imagine. The right setup, that's really my opinion, is when you have one band leader who has a vision of what he wants from his band. It's like, okay, if someone decides, okay, I'm going to create a band. I know exactly what I want to do and where I want to go, and I just want people that think alike, so that we can do a great job. So what I would say is, think a lot who you're going to be working with. Don't work with someone just because you've played with this person before and you are great mates. Or don't take someone in your band just because he's absolutely a fantastic musician. That's not the kind of requirement you're looking for. You're looking for people with the same mindset than yours, who believe truly in what it is that you have as a vision, and who are ready to follow in the same direction, and mostly people who trust that you will take the right decisions. That way, you get a lot of results very, very quickly. It doesn't mean that the band leader is not going to ask the opinion of the others. No, of course not. You can ask the opinion, what they think, but don't try to please everyone, because it's not going to work. You cannot possibly please everyone. The best chance you have is to hire people, as I said, to take people in your band that think alike, that understand the direction you want to go, trust you, and want to and are as motivated as you are to get there. Then it's going to work. That way it's going to work. And I've done that in the past. We had a band. We were like, I could say we were kind of two band leaders. I just don't like too much the word leader because it seems like a bit like despotic, but it's not the case. We were just like it was me and my best friend, and we had a clear idea of, well, let's say I explained to my best friend what I wanted to do, and he got really enthusiastic. He really wanted to be part of this thing. We were thinking alike. We had the same ideas, the same crazy thoughts, and the same type of creativity. And every time one was coming up with an idea, I was like, oh yes, it was. When he would be coming up with an idea, I would be excited about it. When I would come up with an idea, he would be excited about it. And the others, they were following it. And it was great. That works that way as well. But trying to please everyone is simply not going to work. It's just not going to work. Except if, as I say, if you have only people, you're lucky to have only people who think like you, but it's not always easy. So don't build your band upon the idea that you're going to ask the opinion of each and every one before you make one move, but more like, okay, we're going there. Who loves me and trusts me follows me, and without imposing anything, but just by choosing the right bandmates, you get actually fantastic results. And they won't even feel like, he's never asking me my opinion, because you have chosen that person already, because this person has the same kind of mindset than yours and is also feeling drawn by what you envision as a final product for your band, or as a path to choose for the career of the band. So as the person is already excited about it, there's no reason it doesn't work. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about work ethic, because it's part of work ethic in my opinion, and it's important because who you're going to choose to work with is going to define the possible success of your band. So just be very careful with that. Choose carefully. Don't be in a hurry. Make sure that the person you have is the right person for your band. And the right person for your band is not who you like the most, is who makes it work. That's the best option. All right? This is the end of the first part of work ethic. So it was work ethic within the band. And now I'm going to start right away with work ethic with the audience. This one is quite interesting as well. Thank you very much, and see you on the next video. Cheers, bye-bye.